to a new endeavor that we are going just down this rabbit hole of trying to find new Twitch creators. And this is actually our first episode, and we are joined, and we're so excited to be joined by Billy Mays, who goes by Infinite Third is his stage name and also his Twitch name. I'm Zach,
I'm Kirk.
and we're pumped to help everybody discover a brand new Twitch channel that's incredible. So Billy, thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me, guys.
So my first question would be how, because I've tried to explain it and I feel like I do not do it justice. How would you explain the type of music that you make?
Well, there's a couple ways to go about it, but in terms of, you could talk about like the instrumentation, which is I sit on the floor with a guitar in the middle of a bunch of pedals and loopers, and it's sort of like my little spaceship. And so that's one way, that's like the medium of what I'm doing it on. But genre wise, I always kind of call it like ambient post rock kind of thing, a little, electronic. But if you just say electronic music, people think like EDM or all the different genres of electronic, when really the music, while being made electronically, is sort of falls under this post rock instrumental thing, which I'm way into. But yeah, and then also it's improvisational. So all the music that I stream live is completely improvised, 100%.
Yeah, I hate like trying to put people in a box, but just helping like them explain to people that kind of can understand what they're going
Totally.
into.
Yeah. No, I just try to explain it in all the ways, as you can tell. Yeah.
Yeah, and
It doesn't
really
fit anywhere, but it fits everywhere.
Yeah, it ends up having a ton of layers. So yeah, he's playing guitar, he's bringing in electronic elements, and then he's also beatboxing sometimes as one of the elements as well. So there's a lot of really cool stuff going on. Is you have just switched over to Twitch almost exclusively now, right?
Yep. Yeah. I used to stream on Facebook a lot, and everyone's kind of sick of Facebook, but it finally hit me that I don't even enjoy being on there at all anymore. So I've stopped kind of like relying on that part of my network, because Facebook just doesn't want me to connect with them unless I'm paying them.
Yeah, we had a similar issue where it almost felt like because we would have people watch our streams. We started there as well. We would stream on Facebook Live, and we were streaming everywhere until we hit affiliate. And congratulations on your affiliate as well.
Thanks. You too.
Yeah, buddy.
But once we hit that, we kind of went through this thought process of, is it worth even going to Facebook? Because we would have people pop in every once in a while, and sometimes people would say stuff, but we felt like the audience on Twitch was much more engaged with a live streaming type of set. Have you seen anything like that as you've started to switch over?
Yeah, for sure. I'll notice that, say I have 10 Twitch viewers at one time and I have 10 Facebook viewers at one time. Like, people on Twitch are there because they clicked there and now they want to watch a live stream. Whereas I would say probably half the people on Facebook sort of either accidentally pop in because they tapped it on their screen and they're like, oh shit, now I'm here. Or, they're just not there for the long haul. They're not going to sit on Facebook for the rest of the night on one video, because like Facebook is not designed to watch one thing. Like, Facebook probably already has another video lined up for them to click that's like right there. And it's just saying like, here's some other videos you could check out.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that they even endeavored into like live video, and because it kind of seems counterintuitive to their MO, which is to get people just to click through all the things.
Yeah. Well, there's probably a function for like just going live for a second to talk or whatever on Facebook. Like, it's definitely, I don't know. I could see like live video should just be everywhere, right? I mean, that's like the newest part of technology for us that we can all share in, is just being able to go live at any time on all the platforms.
It definitely seems like we're approaching it. Is this something where you kind of endeavored more into the streaming element once everything happened with COVID as well? Because that's we first met pre-COVID at a show in the outside, and
Holy River show, right?
Yeah, it was Holy River. You and Mark, I think, was there as well,
Mountain Holler.
Mountain Holler,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of musicians now have transferred from kind of a lost gigging opportunity just in general for months now to something online. So is this something that you were always kind of thinking about doing, and this kind of just paved the path for it being, this is what I need to be doing? or was this something that you kind of found this because of all of that?
Well, I have been streaming for probably 3 or 4 years on my cell phone at shows. I would always put the phone up on a tripod, and like I used to play back in the before times. I used to play 3 to 4 hour sets sometimes.
Is
At
that where your
different
YouTube
coffee
videos
shops.
come from? Your phone?
Some of them, yeah, some of them are. A lot of them
Because
are
I've
from
seen
my
a lot of
phone.
your YouTube videos, and
Oh,
they're
actually,
pretty
no.
good.
Now that I'm thinking about that,
Okay.
a lot of the clips are from post. I would still stream via my phone, but I would record video with this little Zoom audio / video, but it's only recording the stereo, like of the room, not anything direct. So yeah, I've gotten some decent clips from doing that. But yeah, so I used to stream while I would play shows, and then sometimes I would stream at home. But really, before COVID, I was rarely ever set up with my music gear at home because I was always on tour, or even when I'm home, I would have my gear ready to go at all times because I would have shows every week or a couple times a week. So, I don't think I ever really envisioned becoming like a streamer. Um, but yeah, as soon as everything happened, I canceled my tour. I came home from tour and realized I'm not going to be touring again for a while. I just sort of embraced it, and I was like, fine, fuck it, I don't want to tour. And I was like, I'm just going to start slowly building towards this nice streaming rig, and I'm almost there. Uh, it took a while. It took maybe 6 months to even get to the point where I feel like super comfortable. And then I didn't even really get on Twitch until about a month ago. So I wasn't even sure yet which platform I was going to be on or if I was going to be on all of them. But I feel like I've settled it on Twitch, and I really like the possibilities there.
Yeah, no, I think we've set it off, Mike, but I think that your music's going to be perfect for the Twitch stream. Someone is, a lot of times people are playing video games and they want to watch a streamer at the same time. They put your stream on, they can interact with chat while playing their video games and stuff. It's going to be great.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be perfect.
I even put in my little bio in the about section, like, feel free to just like put the audio on and go do something else too, because I want that to kind of be like the main thing that I do is just sort of go on and play and improvise, and that's it. And hopefully people will just be like doing work or doing whatever they do, which is I used to do that. That's actually how my live music started, was why I did like performances with bands and stuff where I was just like the solo act on the bill. But I always found that like it was really hard to settle into a short 20-minute set at a coffee shop or something. So I think around 2016 ish, I started doing these things called ambient installations, where I did a whole couple months of these in St. Pete, where I would just ask all the different places I could think of, like coffee shops, museums, galleries, a couple restaurants, any room that was kind of cool and I knew the owners or I would meet the owners. I would just say, hey, can I come do a thing, part of this series where I'll play for 4 hours, and it'll just be a free event and people can come hang out. And it turned into like that was the evolution of I play like band sets, or like trying to squeeze my music into band sets, to, well, I'll just say come and go as you please to my show, and come and you don't even have to like put all your attention on me. Just come and like draw, or hang with your friends or meditate or do yoga. And that's what it became. So I think this is sort of the extension of that. This is now I'm taking that into the digital world and see how people interact with it more.
Yeah, and I mean the cool thing is, yeah, it's not ideal, but I always appreciated that this was also a turning point in music. So it's not, I never want it to be the only option, but the fact that it is an option, the fact that now that entire premise you're talking about, where you would have to go interact with each specific location you want to do that, now it's just available. Anybody can put that ambience wherever they're at, whatever they're doing. And so that's a really cool thing. The reach has expanded, even though it's come with difficulties as well, but there's just a cool kind of silver lining to it that I really hope, even once everything's opened back up and everybody can play again, that it sticks around and there's a lot more access to live shows anywhere you're at online.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. I would love to be able to move into the woods in the next couple of years and just live stream all the time, and then also go on tour from time to time, maybe a couple times a year, 3 times a year, something like that. But this is like ideal for me, especially having a kid soon. And we've talked about this, but
Yeah,
having-
congratulations. Yeah,
Thanks. Yeah,
your life's
Yeah.
about to get a lot more
Yeah.
complicated and different,
I
but
know.
in a good way.
Yeah. So I think streaming will be sort of the ideal occupation for me, as my kid is, the first couple years of her life.
Speaking of kids, when Zach told me that he interviewed you, and I hope you don't get offended
No,
because
please.
the first time he told me he interviewed you, he told me who it was, and I'm like, is that any relation to the Billy Mays?
Mhm.
And he said, yeah, it's his son. I'm like, oh my god, like I loved Billy Mays.
Yeah, I that's a big part of my life, and I actually had thought about this the other night. I think it was last night because we've been chatting back and forth about Twitch and everything, us three, and I think just getting my creative juices going. Last night, I started having the thought of like this could like having that streaming platform to do more and more different types of streams besides the music, whether it's a interview or anything I want to introduce into my stream. I thought it'd be cool to do one where I do sort of an ask me anything about the life of Billy Mays, and also I figured I could show a lot of the memorabilia that I have, and we could talk about it and stuff, because I don't really have a way to. I don't know. I'm not just gonna like film a video of that.
Yeah,
I would like it to be
yeah.
interactive. So I realized it could be a nice platform for me to kind of share some of that interesting shit too. From
Yeah,
my
no,
life.
it's definitely a cool opportunity because you do a lot of the charitable stuff through the Billy Mays website
Yeah.
at this point. So it'd be a really cool kind of crossover to do a little bit of both. But yeah, Kirk isn't joking. I think he's seen all of Pitchman. I
Oh,
think he's
nice.
seen all of them.
Yeah, I was in there. I was in a
I
couple of those
I
episodes.
knew it. I knew it.
I was super young though. I was like 22. or
I told
21
you,
or
Zach.
something.
I'm like, I'm telling you, I saw him on there.
Yeah.
He had more hair, but he was
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah. No, there were a couple episodes. One of them, I got to direct my dad in a commercial for a pizza place. It was for his brother-in-law's pizza place in Newport Richey, Florida.
That's the
And-
thing that is like, it was like a local celebrity. You know what I mean? 'Cause,
Yeah.
we're here from Tampa, and so it's like, oh, this guy's famous, and
Yeah.
he's right here from nearby. And
Totally. Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, that's a big, the BillyMays.org organization and the website and everything is sort of stands on its own as like a digital archive of a lot of fun stuff that I found. But yeah, like Zach said, I do this charity stuff, and we've done a couple recent. We actually, the last thing we did was I found an extra box of T-shirts that had his face on it, and I did a Twitter just fundraiser for. I said 100% of the money that's raised from this box of T-shirts is going to go to. We ended up donating like $800 or $600 to the Navajo Nation COVID-19 relief fund because they were like
Oh, wow.
ravaged by the virus. So doing stuff like that is fun, but I have bigger goals for what I would like to do with that fun with those fundraisers and stuff. And one of them is I want to make a Funko Pop of my dad.
oh, that
know,
would
like
be awesome.
And
I
there's
would
been a
love
lot
to
of
have a Funko
interest.
Pop
There's
of
been a
his
lot
dad.
of
Perfect.
a lot of people have said like, "Oh my god, I want that," but I haven't been able to get in touch with anyone official at Funko yet.
Well,
So-
this is your chance, Funko. If you're watching this, the
Well,
opportunity's there.
When I get a bunch of people on stream sometime, I'll tell everyone to spam them for like a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, he's done some really cool stuff with the organization. They also had a partnered beer at the place where we originally met in Dunedin,
Mhm.
and it was very popular. And I think it was about to come back around. And as another casualty of COVID is that we didn't get the next round
Yeah.
of Billy Mays beer.
The Billy Mays IPA, yeah, with the Dunedin Brewery. Yeah, it had a good first run, but I don't know if there will be a second run, but I'm sure there will be a different version of whatever that is.
But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff to look forward to. Like he said, he's got a lot of plans for awesome things he's going to do on stream. Me and Kirk are both huge fans, and it seriously is perfect music to just check out, have on. You can watch him make all this stuff live, and it's very relaxing vibe to experience. So we hope everybody checks it out when you're doing pretty much anything you want to be doing. It's a great thing to have on.
So I know he said it at the beginning of the show, but Billy, where can they find you on all of the places? Now, I know the answer to this, but tell them again.
Yeah. Infinite Third, spelled out THIRD, infinitethird.com, Infinite Third on Twitch, Infinite Third on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all
This
the
guy's
places.
got the SEO figured out.
Yep.
Yeah.
All Infinite Third.
Yeah, I have a Patreon that I actually have been super into lately because another thing about hating Facebook is that why try to reach 8,000 people that like might care or it might come across their thing when I have a smaller number, a much smaller number of people who are actually invested in supporting me. So I just share all the stuff exclusively on Patreon now, a lot of live clips and a lot of just unreleased songs and stuff like that. So I kind of want it all to kind of be. I want the people who actually are into my stuff to be interacting. That's what I care
Yeah,
about.
there's definitely something to that. Having even just a small paywall, just to
Yeah.
have people that are actually invested in you, to give them
Yeah,
all the love.
yeah. It's $3.33 a month for Patreon. That's my tier 1.
Well, yeah. Well, thanks so much for coming on, Billy. We really appreciate it. Everybody should definitely check out the channel. It's great.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time, man. And thank you guys for tuning in to the first ever episode of the Twitch Discovery Show. And stay tuned because we're going to discover a lot of more cool stuff.
Yeah, we like finding new things and sharing them with people. So we're always going to be looking for new channels that maybe people haven't heard of and they can check out. So yeah, we really appreciate it. Thanks for watching.